Alright, welcome back to Cathy Rain. And I have to look up what we actually wanted to do. Nothing! What? Shit. Wait. Didn't we have plans?
Unlocked and ready. I could make a call with this, but I don't see a point when there's a working landline nearby. Looks like Cooper has drawn a map here. A path through some kind of tunnels. There's no indication of where this is, though. Maybe if I had something to compare it with?
Okay. Yeah. Let's go to... Well, we have a map in the ranger's office and a map in the library.
Morning, E.
Ah, okay.
Hey, sleep well?
Nope, but that's par for the course. You know that.
Yeah, I suppose I do. So what's on the agenda for today?
Tabitha Caldwell, first of all.
Ah, okay.
She knows more than she's letting on, or she wouldn't be in the contacts of that cell phone.
Right. Just don't underestimate her. She could be dangerous. And then there's Engstrom's, right?
Yeah. Somebody called Faith Cyrene from that place and made her throw a tantrum all up in Eric's face.
Yup, that was an odd one. Anyway, if you need some help, remember I'm only a phone call away. Plenty of minutes left on that cell phone, so you can reach me from almost anywhere.
Ah, that's convenient. Pocket phones, huh? What's next? Robot cats? Oh, I would never. You're the best girl.
You two are just adorable.
Oh, quiet you. What's E gonna entertain herself with then?
Victor Kopernik, I think.
Yeah, sure that guy's a fucking hoot.
Oh, you know what I mean, silly. Research. And maybe I can dig up what he tried to hide with that name change.
Not a bad plan. Let's get to it and touch base tonight.
Okie dokie.
So, I started watching the Cathy Wayne Let's Play by John Wolfe of the first game, and it is just as this, plot-wise. The whole supernatural part... No, I watched it through, actually. I watched it through. The whole supernatural part, it is not as exciting as in some other point-and-click horror games, because, I don't know, it's a little bit... It's not my cup of tea, so I'm looking forward to how this will turn out. But the first game, the more exciting parts was the whole crime, mystery, detective stuff, but not really the supernatural stuff, which is kind of a shame because I'm usually all in on let's get wild with that. But yeah, let's go give Mildred a little pet.
Who's the best fluff ball? Couldn't agree more.
Oh, God. Alright, so... Oh, look at it now. She's, yeah, cleaning where we pet her, because that's what cats do. Always keep you on your toes so that you never get too arrogant. Okay, investigate Tabby's garden.
Tabitha Caldwell was in Faith's phone contacts, so they're clearly connected somehow. I should get back to the flower shop and snoop around. So, I've got two things on the Engstrom agenda today. First, look for any information on Cooper. I've got solid proof that he was a patient. Second, I should look into the mystery person that called Faith Cyrene's cell phone from the complex. Maybe phone calls from there are logged in some way.
Alright, but first, I actually want to do two things. Go to the library, check out the map, and go to the ranger station and check out the map. Maybe we can align them. And if he's a ranger, if Victor is a ranger, maybe first go to the ranger station, because it's quite likely actually that it's somewhere underneath the park. Because why would he? Because that might be the reason why he became a ranger in the first part. On the first hand? I don't know.
No, I don't see any similarities here. I guess Cooper's map doesn't depict something local to this area.
Alright, well, it was worth a try. It was worth a try, everyone. Just dismiss what I just said. Oh. Did you see that there was a picture of a really swole bear next to the door? I saw it. I'm not a furry, by the way. I mean, I'm not kink shaming, you know, it's just
Tom
not.
was a no-show today, huh? Guess he's out and about?
Oh yeah. So it was him. In the first game, the man, the Mr. Burgundy, did not have any hair. Apparently he just shaved it off, or maybe it fell off while he was possessed or whatever, and now that he's not possessed anymore, and that's why Tom Ward said he stole his name, because he changed from Tom Ward to Mr. Burgundy. So he was kind of possessed. And I guess the possession took his hair, and then when he wasn't possessed anymore, the hair came back, which, yeah, I guess. So yeah, it's
what?
it's a map. It's a map, Kathy. Don't point and click puzzle shame, okay? I'm just trying things out. I guess there's no map here, but I just wanna... We probably stumble over a map. Well, here's a map.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
But it's a map. I don't know what map it is, though.
Some antique world.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it really doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. Look, I'm old school. I'm old school point and click adventure game, you know, style. So I'll try everything with everything. That's how you did it back then. Because some of those old school puzzles, I was really into Simon the Sorcerer and Monkey Island. They were absurd. So it was really like, try seagull with cheese. And then instead of feeding the cheese to the seagull, you would like put a little, you know, cheese on top of the head or whatever. So you never know. Let's go to Tabby's garden first. I'm very interested in that. Oh, she's not here.
Closed on a regular workday, huh? Let's pick this door open.
Uh-huh, okay. Ooh, creepy. I don't know, it feels... Because...
Hello? Tabitha?
So my thinking is, if Tabitha is involved, she's hardcore. She's probably quite dangerous. So that's why I'm, you know, a little bit skittish.
A landline in a shop. No surprises there.
Can I take the scissor? No. Bonsai
That's
tree.
the little bonsai that Tabitha was working on before. Strange. Leaving it in the middle of the counter like that.
Yeah, it's like she left in a hurry.
Decorative bottles. Indian style, I think? Seems to be a cash-only business.
Alright, let's go to the back room, I guess. Because we clicked on most of this the last time we were here.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, jeez!
I'm sorry, Tabitha. I'm so sorry.
Oh.
Multiple stab wounds to the chest. Just like Rose and Deborah.
God damn it. Can we help her?
It's a bottle of ipecac syrup. If ingested, this will quickly induce vomiting.
That's a good thing. Take
Should
it.
be useful enough to take, despite the circumstances.
Because if they give us the drug to hallucinate stuff, we can use this to get rid of the drug, you know. If they force us to, like, you know, be part of the cult or whatever.
An assortment of chemicals. I don't see anything that I need. Nothing but office supplies.
Well, you only opened the first one, I noticed.
I already looked in the drawers.
No, you looked into one drawer. You know, it didn't escape me that you were too lazy to look into the bottom two drawers. Kathy?
Looks like Tabitha's address book. Might contain some clues. An old-fashioned remedy for poisoning. It induces vomiting.
Notes.
Miscellaneous notes related to the store. Nothing out of the ordinary.
That's probably obsidian.
It's the mirror.
Yeah.
The Soothsayer was here.
Do we want to take a picture, by the way?
I better not.
Oh.
Too risky to carry something like that around.
Well, we're at the scene and we touched things, so I don't know.
Oh, damn. These are red scythe flowers. She's been growing them.
Oh, Tabitha. You dumb.
Something tells me I just found the key ingredient of pyre. The question is, was Tabitha an unwitting participant or a full-on co-conspirator? I think I found everything in here. I gotta get the hell out of this place before someone sees me. I'll wipe everything I touched and then call the cops from a payphone.
Okay. Victim number 6 discovered the horrible fate of Tabitha Caldwell. Yeah, shit.
That poor lady. It seems everyone who has something to do with Faith's Irene ends up dead.
Yes. I wish I'd pushed Tabitha harder the first time we met. Maybe she'd still be alive.
It's not your fault, Kathy. At least you found some clues in there.
Yeah, I'll follow up on those now and see what I can find.
All right, I'll stick with the research. Be careful. And call me if you need me.
I will.
No, wait. Sorry, I gotta do it. I feel bad if I don't do it. I really...
Plotting world domination as usual, Mildred? I better get those pets in then.
They should have, written about 100 of them just to fulfill the amount of times I will pet Mildred. Okay, and now we're going back to... Do we want to meet more? There we go. Oh.
Police tape? What the heck? Hey, what's going on? There's police tape.
Oh, shit. Nobody call you yet?
Nope. Should they have?
Well, I hate to tell you this, but your mother...
Ooh.
She was in a group that escaped last night.
Oh.
What the hell? How?
Outside help. I don't have all the details, but it was organized. They disabled the cameras and everything. Our tech guy still can't get them online.
Christ! Do you know anything about the people who broke in?
No, it wasn't my shift. I just heard this morning. The cops are all over that wing now.
Shit.
But why, Mom? This doesn't make any sense. Can I look at her file?
I'd get it right now, but you know the rules. You need a court order for that kind of thing.
For fuck's sake, Oscar, you idiots let my mom escape and I can't even see her file?
Look, it's not up to me, but we'll call you when we have an update.
You better. I don't have time to take this through the courts. I need to get her file. The papers should be somewhere in Oscar's room. Maybe I can get rid of him somehow?
All right. Yeah, I remember in the first game, Mr. Burgundy mentioned a couple of things about her mom. It was really subtle, so it was like it wasn't supposed to be a big part of the first game, but maybe was picked up on the second game. Something with the water cooler, probably, right? So what do we have? Maybe it's not about the drug, because I thought that would make sense, but maybe about making him hurl, which would be horrible.
Oscar's means to stay hydrated.
Because then he will throw up.
Hey, that's employees only.
Geez, okay, take it easy. Well, that didn't work. Maybe if somebody could distract him.
Well, there's no one else here.
Looks like that thing has been disabled.
Oh. Oh. My office.
Rain Investigations, Eileen speaking.
Hey, it's me.
Hey, how are things going out there?
Well, not great, and I could use your help. I'm at Ingstrom's.
Say no more. I'll be there in a jiff.
Great. Thanks, E. Good, you made it.
Hey, what's going on? What's with the police cars outside?
A fucking breakout, apparently.
Whoa, seriously?
Seriously, several people escaped, including Mom.
Gee, that can't be a coincidence, can it?
I doubt it. If we can get access to the patient files, maybe we can find some clues.
Sounds like a plan. How can I help?
I was told that the intruders disabled the security cameras.
Huh. It sounds like they were sophisticated.
Quite. This whole operation of theirs must have been carefully planned.
Well, at least the lack of security might make it easier for us to snoop around.
I guess so. Some silver lining to this whole mess. I don't want to ask her about... I don't want to ask... Can you distract that guy behind the desk?
Distract him? How?
I don't know. Make something up. Act dumb. I mean, be yourself.
Ha ha. I guess you'd know all about that. Hi there. Eileen Summers. I'm with the Gazette. Can I ask you some questions?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
And you said they disabled the cameras? Like that one on the ceiling?
Yeah, exactly. Our computer nerd boss here on site. Don't print that. Our head of IT, that is, he's still working on it.
Perfect. That's all the questions I had. Thanks, Oscar.
Anytime. So, when will this print? I gotta tell my mom. Le va encantar.
Very soon. Gotta go. Bye.
Any minute now.
Oh, poor Sod. That it's really... throwing up is so bad. I have motion sickness, so I know a thing or two. I also have a couple of food intolerances, and it's just, it's just really not nice.
Ay Dios.
Oh, yeah.
That lunchbox must have gotten bad. Clear the way. I'm about to hurl.
Clear the way. Okay. Well.
That should keep him out of commission for a while.
Poor Oscar.
Yeah.
He'll be okay, right?
He'll be fine. Those are legit meds. Keep watch for me, all right?
Okay.
I mean, if he has dehydration issues, then Ipecac actually is not very good. But I guess, once
It's locked.
it's fine.
Various work-related notes. Nothing out of the ordinary. Probably just some spare work clothes in there. All right. Where do we have Sharon Evans in here? Great. That's Mom's file sorted. Let's see if I can find Copernic's too.
Oh. Smart. Smart.
Perfect. Got that too. Looks like this is supposed to display surveillance feeds, but there's nothing but static right now. I'll cross-reference the address book with my notebook. No, there was nothing in common between my notebook and this address book. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to find Faith Cyrene in there. I should check again if I add more clues to my notebook.
Okay.
Let's see here. Huh. Apparently a Marla Stone has visited Mom multiple times in the last year. I don't recognize that name. Well, it seems our boy had quite the stint at the facility. He was first admitted 13 years ago for severe schizophrenia. There's a veritable smorgasbord of symptoms, including hallucinations, delusions, paranoia, violent outbursts, you name it. Then last year, apparently he had some kind of unexplained, miraculous recovery. Very strange. I guess somebody fucked up big time when they released this guy. Huh, interesting. There was an audio tape in this folder, too. I'll have to listen to that. It says Session 12. I found this along with Cooper's file at Ingstrom's. I should be able to listen to this at my office. My radio doubles as a tape player. Hey, I got what I needed.
Nice. Meet at your office later?
Yep. See you tonight.
Why don't they go together? Or maybe she goes to her job, because doesn't she work? Okay. So smooth so far. I'm waiting for one of those puzzles, you know? There we go.
Hypnosis session number 12, patient Victor Kopernik, Dr. Alan Bloom conducting the session. Victor, can you hear my voice?
Yes, I can hear you, Dr. Bloom.
Okay, Victor. I want us to go back to the forest. Can we do that?
Yes, I'm in the woods. I'm in uniform. A work day like any other. Pleasant weather. This is nice. No people.
Very good, Victor. Now take me forward to when you start to feel that something is amiss.
Okay. I've wounded a stag. I'm tracking him. He's run off the beaten path. There's a strange smell mixed up with the iron of the blood. Probably nothing. I need to catch up with him before dark. There he is, finally, collapsed in a clearing. Red flowers all around him. What a neat display. Wait, a sinkhole. That's not on the map. How far did I... That god-awful smell is making it hard to think. It stings. My eyes are watering. Wait. He's still alive. The stag is standing up and staring at me now with those shiny black eyes. They look like polished rocks. He speaks.
What is he saying, Victor?
I have made a great sacrifice, and you must offer up a piece of yourself in return. Fair is fair, I suppose. I've turned into a little boy now. My uniform is too big for me. The stag is so close I can feel his breath on my face. See my reflection in his eyes. Why does it look like my reflection is screaming? It hurts. Something is crawling in my head. Coming loose. No! The eye!
Addendum, Dr. Alan Bloom speaking. The hypnosis session was terminated following a traumatic breakdown. The patient had to be sedated and restrained.
That was Conwell Woods he was describing, wasn't it? Where everything happened to us in 95?
Yep.
Yeah, it sure sounded like it.
I'll look into that. Maybe I can find a record of Victor Kopernik in Conwell County.
Sounds good. I'll follow up on my other leads for the time being.
It sounds like Victor was a ranger before, or at least lived in the woods. Okay, what now?
Based on what I found, Marla Stone is important. I have to learn what I can about her and follow up on any clues I find. I'll cross-reference the address book with my notebook. Whoa, Marla Stone is a hit. Huh. Faith's cell phone number is listed under that name. Does that mean Marla Stone and Faith Cyrene are the same person? If they are, Mom could be the mystery caller from Engstrom's that Rachel overheard. It looks like the address for Marla Stone isn't the Onyx Row apartment, though. It's some P.O. box at the library, number 14. I better go check that out. I've already caught myself a little serial killer, haven't I? Your secret's safe with me.
Yeah, so while he was talking, I remembered why the supernatural parts are not really my thing. Because they're very psychological horror. And it can be done. It can be done in a good way, but it's just not my thing. And most of the time I find it quite annoying because I like the real horror, you know? I don't know, man. I'm really more Hellraiser, Clive Barker, cosmic horror stuff, you know, big monsters, or like Stephen King, the horrible, you know, people are monsters, the monsters are monsters. You know, something spectacularly creepy and real. And the psychological horror part where you always, the demons are always your demons, you know? The demons are always like your issues with your family and yourself. I don't know, it's just not my thing. It's nothing to do with the quality of horror, it's just not my thing. And that's why the first game, the horror aspect wasn't really my thing. And here, as of now, I also, because we had a couple of scenes where, you know, Kathy faced herself and stuff like that. And that's always, for me, it's like, ugh. So, yeah, whatever, you know.
Here's number 14, Marla Stone's box. Ugh, it's locked tight.
And I have to say, despite me complaining a lot about, because the writing I'm not that happy about and the horror, but I enjoy myself a lot. Like, I'm looking forward to these episodes. I'm not rolling my eyes. So it's a really good game when it comes to just so far, you know, the pacing and everything. And I'm having a blast playing this. It's just not the best game I've played in this genre. And I played a couple of them, so that's just it.
There was a letter in there. It's a letter addressed to Marla Stone from a retired mining foreman. Interesting. He seems to be answering questions about obsidian veins in the mines around Cassidy. There's some kind of topographical map of the mines here, too. I'll separate it from the letter.
Alright, I guess.
It's a topographical map of all the one of these mines may well be the one mentioned on Andrea's computer, but I'll need to narrow it down somehow. Good idea. Let's see if I can find any tunnels that look like this sketch. There it is. Right next to an entrance to an old quarry. Fuck. I think this is it. This is where their hideout is. I gotta get back to E and make a plan.
I can't believe it. We actually know where these awful people are now.
Yes. We have to confront them tonight. If they've got Mom, God knows what they'll do to her.
Just the two of us? I know it's the right thing to do, but maybe we should try to get more help?
Oh, look.
Some backup would be great, but, I mean, who could we trust with something like this?
Palim.
Hold that thought. I'll get it.
It is I, Tom Ward.
Detective Rain, we need to talk.
Someone's got impeccable timing. Come on in, buddy.
Oh, hello there. How do you do? I'm Tom Ward.
Eileen Summers. Kathy told me about you. Thanks for looking out for her yesterday.
Don't thank me yet. I overheard something about the two of you needing backup.
Not so fast, Tom. You have a lot of questions to answer.
Very well. We have some time.
Look at Mildred. She's like,
First of all, how did you become the Crimson One?
That's a long and painful story.
Just give me the broad strokes then.
Well, let's just say I suffered a great personal tragedy. I had nothing to lose and nothing to live for. And I was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Conwell Woods. In that moment of weakness, the old god seized me and wrapped me in that red velvet prison. And there I remained, until your blaze offered an escape.
An escape? How?
It's difficult to explain, but the fire weakened the old god enough for me to break free from his influence.
So what? You're back to your former self now?
As far as I can tell, yes. It's as if that horrific night in Conwell Woods never happened.
Tell me about your former master then. The one the church revered as the old god.
He is the great I, the evoker behind the curtain, the master of the malleable.
The malleable?
That's the realm you entered in 1995. The shifting depths, powered by the red flowers.
So what happened when I burned them all?
You cut off the old god from our world and cauterized the threshold to the malleable. He was weakened in the process, allowing me to slip out of the suit and escape.
What is the old god exactly?
I wish I knew. He isn't human, I know that much. He doesn't have a name. In fact, the concept of names is completely foreign to his kind.
And he's bound to this malleable place?
It seems so, but I can't say for certain. It is possible that he is the malleable incarnate.
What does he want then?
He should be called evil, for he did heinous things. But I believe he is simply a curious, reckless, powerful entity with no grasp of human morality. A child playing with ants, if you will.
I would have asked if, because when he said the old god, like his kind, blah blah blah, I would be like, so there's more than one? Because you can't talk about his kind if it's just one of them, you know, if you only know about one of them. So did he know more about that or what? And also, I don't really understand what the malleable is. So I guess, yeah, it's... what I do appreciate, though, is that this is very pulpy. And I do like a bit of pulp horror. There's actually a point and click, a short, very short, so not 8 to 10 hours, but usually an hour or two, series of games. The Varnon Lake was one of them, and the Mothman 1966, I think, I played. So very entertaining, incredibly well done. Like the pulp writing that makes your heart jump in excitement, you know, not in bad, you know, heart stroke, whatever. Just it makes your heart dance. So I do appreciate pulp writing, because pulp writing usually, in my opinion, you know, when I like it is when it really goes off the rails. It's one of my favorite things in horror. There's horror where I like it when it's just a little bit artsy and very, you know, works with a lot of symbolism, etc. But I also like horror that is just bonkers. You know, that's just like, yeah, we'll introduce big, I don't know, moth monsters or whatnot. Let's just do that, you know. So I appreciate that this, with the cosmic horror aspect here, is going into this pulp direction, and it also went in that direction in the first part. It's just that, at least in the first part, it didn't go far enough, in my opinion. It was just, it stopped with the psychological horror part, and then it was over. And that was a little bit of a letdown of the first game. Alright, oh great, we're at the whims of a supernatural entity behaving like a 4-year-old with an empathy disorder. You don't think it's really evil somebody's caught a nasty case of Stockholm Syndrome? No, because that's the thing with cosmic horror, you know. Because by that logic, humanity would also be evil. Because what we're doing, experimenting with animals, for example, and with plants and trees without knowing, you know, how they perceive pain and whether they know what we're doing, we're just as evil. So I agree with Tom that it's not... First of all, I think evil and good are very difficult binaries that are very hard to, like, there's certain things from our perspective that are very evil, but I don't think there's a pure evil and there's a pure good. I think there's always shades to it. So yeah, I wouldn't do that. You want us to sympathize with the bad guys? No, absolutely not. That's not what he said. That's not totally not what he meant. So let's go with this. I know Kathy wouldn't say that because Kathy hardly ever agrees with me, but let's go with this one.
Oh, great. We're at the whims of a supernatural entity behaving like a 4-year-old with an empathy disorder.
Exactly.
You may be sarcastic, but that simile might be closer to the truth than you think. In any case, for many years the old god used me as the Crimson One to bring people into his sphere of influence so he could see what makes them tick.
So that's why people started disappearing and going crazy?
Yes. Then things took a turn for the worse when the church entered the picture. When Price the Elder, Father Bill, found the threshold in the sinkhole, and the malleable began to be used for their fanatical practices.
So Father Bill was corrupted by the old god?
If anything,
Yeah.
they corrupted each other. I watched as the old god assumed a role of divine authority, aligned with Father Bill's zealous ideas of penance and contrition.
So where does the Soothsayer come in? You think the killings are related to the old god?
Yes, I believe that whoever is committing these murders is trying to restore the threshold to the malleable.
How would they even do that?
Through ritualistic killings. Obsidian is a material with mystical properties and intimately linked to the old god's power.
Wait,
But how?
isn't that supposed to be the red flowers?
How do they know about that?
One does not exclude the other, and when combined, both of these elements have an even greater potency.
That makes sense. I found indications that the bad guys have been cultivating red sides. Probably to make pyre with, right?
Oh, yes. That's been my working theory for some time now. As for what motivates these villains, I cannot say.
Concerning Cooper, I might have a clue. I just found proof that before he changed his name, he used to work as a ranger in Conwell County. That's when he was admitted to Engstrom's.
There you have it. He must have come into contact with the threshold in Conwell Woods, and the old god sank his claws into him.
Makes sense. What about Cyrene, then?
Is that the scarred woman? I've come across descriptions of her, but never a surname.
That's her. She calls herself Faith Cyrene.
I wish I could provide some insight, but I've learned very little of her.
All right. I also wonder why the heck these people may have broken Mom out.
Both Cooper and Sharon were at Engstrom's at the same time. They must have had some contact there.
I guess so. Regardless, if she's with these people, Mom is in serious fucking trouble.
Agreed. I'd go as far as to say mortal peril.
Another thing, Tom. You mentioned a planetary conjunction?
Ah, yes. When Saturn and Venus meet, the planes align and the malleable draws close.
So, that's when you think the bad guys will try to reestablish this threshold?
That's what I fear, yes. At that moment, the conditions will be ideal.
When does this event occur exactly?
Oh, Meadow mentioned that before. It should be about 6 hours from now, give or take.
All right, shit. Guess we're on the clock.
Indeed. So how about it, Detective Rain? Shall we work together?
What do you say, Kathy? 3 is a good number, isn't it?
I know, 500 would be better. Honestly, you're working against a cult. Let's go with 500, not 3. Also, Faith Cyrene with the burn marks. Maybe she was a victim of the fire that Kathy laid when she destroyed the flowers. Maybe she was part of that cult in some way or the other. Well, I guess beggars can be choosers, fine, but you better keep those poetry books tucked away. What the? Why would you say that? Like, why would you throw in a personal insult seconds before you work together to defeat evil? Sure, why not? We all have 6 hours to live anyway. Yeah, let's go with this one. This is the least mean one.
Sure, why not? We all have 6 hours to live anyway.
Oh, let's not succumb to gloom already.
Huh.
Yeah. I guess we better make a plan.
In case we lose contact, these radios should come in handy.
Good. Only one gun between the three of us, though? I guess I better
Oh,
not miss.
shit.
At least we've got the element of surprise in our favor.
Do we, though?
I wouldn't be so sure. Andrea's notes mentioned a wireless surveillance system.
Underground, those signals would likely be sent on a narrow low-band frequency.
Okay, can we disrupt that somehow?
I think so. I should be able to modify one of those radios to briefly jam the video feed.
Perfect. You got a car, Tom?
I do. You take the lead, we will follow.
Alright, is this the finale already? I thought we had some more episodes to go. This is... Look, they're behind me! Oh, I love this. I love this. Oh yeah, we don't have any... Okay. No destinations except this one. Yeah, I guess this is the finale. But I don't know how long...
Alright. This should be it. Better move carefully.
Like, is it a one episode finale or do I have to split this up? We'll see. We'll see.
You've got this, Kathy.
Lead the way. We're here if you need us.
They're both red hair. They're both gingers, by the way. I just noticed. Both very pretty, very attractive people. But everyone's attractive in this game, so, you know.
As expected, we've got a camera. Better not stay in view for long. It's the radio that Tom gave me. Eileen has modified it to scramble the cameras.
Okay. You know what? I'll save. Just in case. Just in case.
All right, the coast is clear. Let's go.
A surveillance room.
Jackpot. Looks empty. Let's check it out.
You two go ahead. I'll scout the rest of this tunnel.
So relaxed.
Good idea. I'll be with you in a sec.
I really like that Kathy is incredibly tense.
Got anything?
No Cooper, no Sharon. I've got somebody that could be Faith Cyrene, though.
Show me.
Right here.
Yeah, I think that's her. Any idea how to get to that room?
Nope. There's no map or layout anywhere.
I'll bring Tom and look for her. You stay here and keep an eye on the monitors.
Okay, call me on the radio if you need me.
Will do. Oh, and
Take care.
Yeah?
Take care.
in case something happens to me and Mom's here, you'll get her
Oh.
out, right?
Don't talk like that, Kathy.
Promise, Eileen.
Okay, I promise.
Good. Keep that radio on.
I like that Kathy is stressed. I'm not quite sure. Like with Tom, I get it. He's a bit a peculiar one. But that Eileen is so relaxed doesn't really make sense. Especially since she should be... I mean, I guess when she was kidnapped in the first game, she has no memory of that. So maybe she's not as traumatized as we would be.
Just some scribbles from when the mine was active.
Right. Do you want to slip into that?
Cooper's uniform. He must be here.
Like, she's so on edge, and I appreciate that from the voice actors, or voice actor. I always go with the actress, even though actor is fine for everyone. I don't know why. At some point, I started doing it, and now I regret that.
Looks like the tunnel splits here. Not sure which path leads to Faith.
Well, don't we have, like, a map?
We're in the middle of this sprawl of tunnels now. Plenty of places for the bad guys to hide. This sketch helped us find the right path through these tunnels. Luckily for us, Cooper was real sloppy. I can't see a reason to do that. I don't think that helps. Faith Cyrene is still there. I better hurry.
Oh. Well, yeah, but you just said I don't know where to go. I mean, what am I supposed to do here?
Looks like the tunnel splits here. Not sure which path leads to Faith.
Where is Tom? Isn't he Oh! Oh my...
Looks like it splits off here.
Yes. I'll take this path. You go straight. Any sign of trouble will connect on the radio.
Fine. Take this at least.
I didn't know you could go
Your
further.
famous electric weapon. What an honor.
Don't read too much into it, you weirdo.
I'll try. Be careful.
Oh man. I would have felt so dumb if I had looked that up.
Took you long enough. I'm here to avenge my friend. Murderer. I may have killed your friend. But you killed my world. No. It can't be. You're her. My doppelganger. Thought you'd won back then, did you? In the burning woods. So you escaped from that place?
Oh.
The Malleable?
Okay.
Oh, I've been to hell and back. And Big Daddy, he is very, very angry.
Don't call
with
him
you.
that.
He'll return soon. Thanks to us. And when he arrives, he will tear you from limb to limb. Whatever you're planning, you won't live long enough to see it. This is for Lucas, bitch.
Don't you dare harm my child, Vixen!
Oh!
Mom. You've got it all wrong. Victor, get your useless hide over here. It's not what you think, Mom. She's fooling you.
Enough lies.
Ooh.
Kathy, come in. God, were those shots?
We're on top of it. Stay where you are, E.
Okay, just be careful.
That valve must control the pressure in those pipes, but it's quite far from my position. Tom, you okay back there?
Unharmed! We should strategize before this goon gets the drop on us.
That valve must... We need some way to make a plan without Victor overhearing us. Hey, Tom, come in. Over.
I hear you. Over.
Could you make a run for that valve?
I'll do my best. Cover me. I'll make a move shortly after we hang up.
Will do. For that open door, maybe? I don't think it matters right now.
Okay, well, just, going with the... Oh!
Oh, fuck!
Okay, so I need to distract him. Tom out. Failed to protect an ally.
That's some god-awful aim, buddy! Do they let any idiot be a ranger these days?
Oh, you little bitch! Just wait.
Victor came out of there. There's no way I can reach that without getting shot. Hey, Eileen, come in. Over.
I'm here. I see you on the monitor. Be careful. Over.
Doing my best. Let's talk before this guy learns to aim. Any ideas on how we beat this creep?
Work with Tom somehow. Strength in numbers.
Sure, she might be able to help with that, but right... Can you see what's on the other side of those metal doors?
No, the cameras don't seem to go beyond this room.
I doubt the elevator can help us right now. Do you see that leaky pipe next to the elevator?
I do. You better be careful with that. Old mines like this often contain systems to siphon toxic gas.
How do you think Tom can make himself useful in here?
Not sure, but whatever he does, you better keep him covered. You're the one with the gun.
Okay, yeah, so I get it now.
Gotta go. Over and out. Hey, Tom, come in. Over.
I hear you. Over.
Could you make a run for that valve?
I'll do my best. Cover me. I'll make a move shortly after we hang up.
Will do.
Okay. Whoop. Sorry.
Good job, Tom. I hit that bastard.
Yes, but let's not celebrate just yet. We've got the advantage, but we better not dawdle.
Get the rifle. Flew the coop, prevailed in the gunfight with Cooper. And we got a rifle!
Empty.
Aw.
Guess he ran out of ammo just now.
That's so sad. Don't we have...
That won't work. The rifle uses a different caliber.
I thought this game was a little bit dark. Caliber confusion, got the rounds mixed up. No, I didn't get them mixed up. I just...
No need. The gun is fully loaded.
Okay.
Hey, Eileen, come in. Over.
I'm here. I saw you on the monitor. Great job. Over.
Yeah, thanks. It got a bit hairy there, but we've sent him packing. Let's talk. Hey, you have a view of the keypad in here from that camera on the ceiling, right?
Yeah? Why?
Well, can you rewind the footage and check what code they used?
Oh, great idea. Give me a minute. I found the right spot, but I can only see the first 3 digits. 599.
All right, I can work with that. What were those code digits?
No.
5
No.
9.
That's all for now.
Oh! Okay. Oh, nice.
Let's go.
I would still take the rifle in case you...
Wait. He's near. The Dark One. The Great Eye.
Okay.
All the more reason to stop the bad guys. Come on.
I cannot. I'm sorry. I was barely able to escape him the last time.
For fuck's sake. Pull yourself together. I need your help.
This is me pulling myself together. Believe me.
Oh.
I hoped I could resist. Take this.
A knick-knack. Well, gee, I'm saved.
Can you shut
This isn't the time for quips.
Wait.
You are holding a selenite seal. It has purifying properties said to be able to expel evil spirits.
Sounds like a lot of wild conjecture to me.
It is not, trust me. Keep it close. You will know when to use it. Now, go. Stop them. Save your mother.
Kathy, I know, it's subjective, but...
Damn it,
you
she's
know.
here. Move aside, Mom. She's the fake one. She's the imposter.
She's the fake one? She stopped at nothing to get me out of that torture chamber. That's what a real daughter does.
No, it's not. Oh, the time is right. Doesn't give you what you want. She gives you what you need. Your real daughter's the one who put you in that place because that's where you need to be. She only broke you out to use you, and you're playing right into her hands.
No, it's not. A real daughter doesn't give you what you want. She gives you what you need.
Oh, spare me your tough love bullshit. You think you know better than your own mother?
Well, kinda.
What I need is someone who shows up and actually gives a fuck.
She's just saying what you want to hear. Think about it. We have whatever done what you want. No questions asked. I care, Mom, but there's a limit to how much shit I can take. Oh, there we go.
Think about it. When have I ever done what you want? No questions asked.
Well, I thought you'd changed. I thought you had become the daughter I wanted.
I wish. We've always been like this. You and I, at odds with one another. And as painful as that is, I think it will always be part of our story. I'm too proud to ever beg for help. You know that. But, Mom, this time I really need you to be there for me. I really need you to see me.
Catherine? I don't understand.
Oh.
Well, I guess that's that.
Oh!
Drop the gun, bitch, or I'll paint the floor with Mom's throat. Let her go. This is between us.
Petty fools, with your pointless little feuds. We are on the cusp of a glorious transformation!
Victor, you fucking idiot, it's too early. It won't be stable.
Quiet, Tulpa. You are nothing but a lowly familiar. The fire in my veins will bind the threshold, once and for all. And our two worlds will become as one.
Okay. Aw, saved her mom! Cool. I like the fast pace. Really good. I like it when nothing's too drawn out. Pacing in this game actually is quite... Sanctum showed up. Oh no, now we're in psychological horror territory. Oh no.
No, not again.
And
I beat this place before. I can do it again.
I think... I'm so sorry I have to do this to you, but I think this will probably take a little bit longer. And so my decision now is to end this episode here and then have a really cool final episode next week. An official one. Because I feel like it's now an hour and I know myself. There's several reasons why I'm not streaming and stuff. Because I don't have the patience to sit for hours. And like talking gets a little bit exhausting. Especially since I'm not making money with this. You know, this is not my job. And I'm not striving to make money with this. So I know that I can enjoy myself doing this for an hour, maximum 2. But with this game especially, I think that, if I play it too long, I get a little bit frustrated, especially if there's a puzzle in there that's a little bit more. And so I'd rather start the finale fresh next week instead of playing this and then getting more exhausted and tired and a little bit annoyed with it. So that's why I'm super sorry, but yeah, let's do this. Episode 8. And then probably episode 9 will probably be the last, because I remember from the first game this part was quite long. It wasn't like 5 minutes and that's that. So we'll probably have to we'll probably see like some version of Lucas and our doppelganger again and whatnot. So, maybe even our dad. So I think it's better if we'll end it here. Whoops. What I thought while I was watching the first game was how a lot of story parts and even puzzles resemble the first game in the second game. You have a computer hacking puzzle. You have a couple of other things that are very closely related to what you're actually doing in the second game. And I think because they're so far apart, it makes sense that it's kind of like those story beats to repeat them. But it also, I don't know, it feels like it's a little bit too stuck in the past. And I mentioned this last episode that I'm not the biggest fan if you have a game that took so long, for the sequel to release, that it's so tied to the first game. Because a lot of people will play this who haven't played the first game or who have played it ages ago and don't remember the story anymore. The story wrap up in the beginning, I think, does not tell the whole it's too short. I would have suggested either the short wrap up and a long wrap up or a longer wrap up. Because if I get the choice to say, do you want the wrap up? I don't mind if it takes 5 or 10 minutes. I honestly don't mind. I just want to understand what's happening in the game I'm playing. So give me a wrap up that covers those beats and not just in very, broad strokes, but, gives me a little bit more. So I also remember it after playing for 3 or 4 hours. But that's a subjective thing, as I said. I'm quite sure there's quite a few fans of Kathy Wayne. Maybe a lot of people who played the first game before they played this again, or for the first time. I'm not that kind of person. I'm always like, it should make sense in itself. Like, this is not the Marvel universe or the old Marvel universe where at some point, a lot of people, I think, jumped off because it was exhausting to watch those movies, because you had to know all the movies, all the TV shows, to kind of understand a little joke and mention here a character there, because it was just not standalone enough. And so that's my whole opinion on this game, and I don't think I will change it towards the end. Because as I'm seeing it right now, we're even repeating the end game. And that is a little bit of a disappointment for me. Because I would have wished for this game to be different on that account and not to really have very similar story beats. I do think this would probably go a little bit further when it comes to the bananas thing, because the old one was introduced. I want to see a cosmic horror god, and I don't want to see that cosmic horror god just as the Kathy Rain doppelganger, or like a bald guy in a burgundy suit. I want to see it as like something. Make it a colorful cloud, or make it a monster or whatnot. Make it a big eye. Make it Sauron's eye if you want to. But I hope I get to see something really cool. But yeah, it's a really fun and enjoyable game that has great pacing. Voice acting is fantastic. I do like the visuals. I think the writing itself it's okay. It is really, it's nothing to really get super excited about it, but it's also not super bad. It's too cliched for my taste. I do like subversions and just surprises, and I don't really get that a lot with this game. I thought the doppelganger Kathy Rain was kind of... It was a surprise, but was it a surprise that I found cool? No. I did like the tie-in with the mother. I have to say that, because she mentioned you're not my daughter, you're exchange. That was cool, and I guess that was supposed to be a hint towards it, but I don't think it was enough of a hint. But yeah, I think that was well handled with the mother and everything. I wish we had more interactions with the mother throughout the game. We had one single conversation with her. I think that's not enough. As far as I can remember, in the first game, there's barely, if any, interaction with the mother. So, especially since it's one of the finale interactions, like a very dramatic scene, supposedly, where you face your mother with the fake daughter, and then it's over in a minute. I think that's a little bit... When it comes to the supposedly very high stakes emotionally, and also the ramp up is not enough. Like one conversation with the mother is not enough. In my opinion, it would have been cool to have a first meeting with the mother, and then maybe a second, and then the third meeting would have been with her in the mines. So you have more points where certain hints are being dropped, but also where the relationship is a little bit more, I mean, you see her twice because you have to solve her real puzzle, right? But I think we did it in one episode. Did we do it in one episode? I think we've solved that puzzle to get her what she wanted, the cigarettes, yeah. And it was still, in my head, was still one visit because it was part of the first visit. You all did that basically in one chapter, and then you never saw your mom again. And I think it would have been cool to see her in another chapter. Just to... have more emotional, or for her to talk more about her mother with Eileen or whoever, just in general, to have a ramp up. It's a lot about the payoff of this final scene with the mother, because as it was, and it was so short, I did like it. I chose two things and then it was done. Honestly, the suicidal scene of the roommate of one of the victims, not the roommate, the neighbor of one of the victims, was more dramatic in my opinion than this one with the mother. Maybe because I chose inadvertently the right answers, so we didn't even get the chance to get her killed, which is a good thing. I don't want her to get killed, but for me it was like, oh, okay, that was it. All right, so yeah, there was not that big enough payoff for something. And I'm usually, when it comes to kids and their parents, I recently saw yesterday I watched the Superman movie in the cinema. I really liked it. I know it's not a perfect movie, and I could write about the stuff that was a little bit But I enjoyed it so much as a very cinematic experience. Like, this is a movie where going to the movies really works. And I just enjoyed it because it was so true to the Superman spirit. You know, it wasn't Nolan, Zack Snyder refined, you know, it wasn't dark and broody and edgelordy. It was just really fun and bright. One of the things that I really enjoyed, and it was such a weird little detail that I got caught up on, is how red the cape was. I loved the tone of red of Superman's cape because it was so bright. It was just so bright, and it was just clean and bright, and I loved that. For some reason, it was so pure to me. And there, in that movie, there's also, I'm not going to spoil anything, don't worry, but there are themes of parents and children, and that usually gets me. I get very teary-eyed when it comes to that, in different ways, and so for me to not feel anything, you know, that doesn't really, yeah. Because I feel like it would have been easy to make me cry or a little bit teary-eyed with that whole topic, with the mother and daughter getting together, you know, but the writing just wasn't there, and the ramp up also wasn't there. It was just hit and miss with this. Oh, it was like, no, blink and you miss, you know, it was too short. There was no real moment where it felt like, you know. So yeah, that's just me on this. It's not even the final yet, and I'm already doing kind of a review. But yeah, because it's so I feel like I know it was supposed to be super dramatic, but it didn't feel super dramatic, and that's a shame. And I feel like every single end of the episodes of Kathy Rain, and I'm so sorry about that. You know, I keep complaining about the writing, because writing needs to be so tight, and it's so important, and it's one of those things where it doesn't even have to be perfect, you know. But there's something about good writing, good characterization, and just emotional writing, you know. For example, when Kathy says, "And in case I don't come back, Eileen," this is her best friend, remember? Her best friend who did so many things for her, who nearly died in the first game, who still trusted us despite us being total asshats to her the entire time. So who really went with us through everything. Who's basically the closest person we have in our entire life. Closer than our mother, you know. Maybe even closer than Lucas was. And so the thing when we say, "Baby, we don't come back, make sure to save our mother," instead of saying, "Eileen, take care, I love you." You know, that would have been an emotional thing. And I know Kathy is too cool for school, but come on, I thought this was the whole lesson, that she is slowly learning to get closer to people, to open up, to make connections, you know, because distancing herself emotionally from people is one of her core flaws. And it's a tragic flaw, because it doesn't make her life better, you know. It makes her a really sad, secluded person who distances herself from people who want to be there for her, and she's just pushing them away all over again. And I thought, in this case, you know, it is the finale, and maybe the game wants to tell us so Eileen is not in danger this time, but she still could be. The whole scenario, Eileen is in the mines. That's the reservoir of the enemies. We have no idea how many it is. I mean, we saw it was like 2 people, which is ridiculous, plus the mother. I guess in a more realistic scenario where they recruited people with drugs, it would have been a lot more. But we don't know. Kathy doesn't know that. Kathy doesn't know they're just 2 people. She doesn't know that. So she should be concerned about her friend. She should be more open. She should at least do one of those cliche things where she is like, "Eileen, if I don't come back, make sure that my mom is well. And also," and then Eileen's like, "What?" And then Kathy's like, "Oh, never mind." You know, just to show that she wants to say something emotional, but she can't because she's stuck in herself. So there's a lot of missed opportunity to get a little bit more emotional. And I want that in these kind of games, because it feels like that is at the core of her, that, you know, it's been drawn out over and over again, that this is her issue. So I want this to be addressed, you know, to be part of the story. a bit more, and to make for rewarding moments in between. Not everything has to be witty. Actually, I was on Tom Ward's side when he said this is no time for quibs. And I was like, yeah, absolutely, 100% Tom. And he's a little bit too, like, but I'm actually... I like him as a character very much. I like Eileen very much as a character because they're very open. And they could be very good counters to Kathy's, oh, I'm always so funny, I'm too cool for everything, But it's not connecting. And I think that's a writing issue. Because everything else about the game, except some of the puzzle things, but that's, I guess, a controversial discussion topic, But it's one of my core issues I have with writing, that it's neither here nor there. Like, it tries to introduce topics, but then it doesn't bring them home. And that's, to come back to my Superman remark, it's not a perfect movie, but James Gunn is a director who really is also a writer. He cares about scripts, he cares about writing, he cares about characterization and dialogue. And not everything hits home. There were quite a few scenes that I thought were a little bit cringy and overdone, but there was so much meat in the conversations, especially, where you really felt like, yeah, this feels good, I enjoy this right now. I'm invested in these characters, and I wish Kathy Wayne had this a little bit more, because yeah, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm at an age where I'm like, I don't need something perfect. Absolutely, that's, but give me something that I enjoy through and through, and that at best also keeps me emotionally invested. Because I want to struggle with the characters, but I also want to feel for them, and I want to root for them. Even if there are difficult characters, I want to root for them. And it's not clicking. And I'm saying this at the end of every single episode of the last couple of episodes, I've been saying this. But every single episode gives me a reason to reiterate, because every single episode has something where I'm like, it's just not getting there. And it's sad, and I think that's why I'm talking so much about it, because it's a good game. And on paper, in theory, it's a good game. If it was a really bad game, I wouldn't even bother. But because it's a good game, it is so frustrating that this doesn't work as much as it could. And now I'm done. I am looking forward to your opinions on this, because I'm well aware this is highly subjective. This is super highly subjective. So I'm really looking forward to hear your opinion on this. And I'm sorry that I had to cut this off. But yeah, I really want to go into the finale. Also, prepping myself properly. Like, I will have coffee here. I will have water here. I will be fit, and I will be prepared to maybe play 2 hours, just to get a cool finale going. Hopefully. I will look it up, because if the finale takes 5 or 3 to 4 more hours, then no. But I guess, I think we're quite close to it. So I think next episode will be it. So I hope you'll be there, and see you next time. Bye! This is my self-recorded outro song, so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's plays.